Aquarius, this is Tara, and welcome to your mid Psychic Tarot forecast. I said that one other time with another sign. I'm pushing it too quickly. Fall's moving along very fast, isn't it? Here in the northern hemisphere. Here in the southern hemisphere, of course, it is the springtime. But I do want to bring up the new moon that is coming along on October 19th. This is in the sign of Libra, which of course represents relationships and collaborations. So this new moon is about being creative with any romantic partners, friendships, and or business projects, partnerships. All right. So just keep that in mind, if you will, Aquarius. All right. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to pull 2 cards for the end of November and 2 cards for the beginning of November, and transition card. And look into crystal as it wants to keep rolling around. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is for Aquarius. Aquarius for the first 2 weeks second 2 weeks in the transition card that came out very easily. I want us to say something, and then we have first 2 weeks in November. Okay. There's something fascinating about this second card. Just saying, I can feel it. This whole side over here is going to be, and it always is in tarot. You know, the tarot cards. We like them because they give us a picture of our life and what is going on in our life. And interesting. Okay, I wanted to turn these second 2 over. I don't usually do that, but all right. Some major arcana is in numbers. Okay, so I'm looking at the last 2 weeks number, and I do apologize for continuing to say the first because of the last 2 weeks number. You know, you want to look at the first 2 weeks. Maybe that is, because I keep saying that, maybe that is an indication of how your life is flowing or not flowing, what changes what changes to make, what addendums in your life to make. Okay, but I do love this Ace of Swords. This is blessings of victory and opportunity from the universe, decision making, a new idea. This could be just something that you've been working on, you've wanted to do for a long time, is coming into fruition, and you have a way now to make that happen. You're starting to see plans implemented months and months ago that are actually coming out of the cave, out of the darkness, and into the light. Because I see here too that you're also working hard. You're putting the agenda together. So it's gone from the thought process to now the working, the hands-on. And this doesn't matter if you're a laborer or you're the president of a company or anywhere in between, or you're a magician. I'm just saying you have the implementation of ideas that's coming from victory and success, of saying, I'm ready now. This is my time to shine. I'm going to do it. And because I'm looking at these last 2 cards, I do want to see what the transition card is. Nice, Aquarius. Liking this for you guys. And I don't know if you were the sign last month from the mid to mid-October. It was either you or Scorpio. I was like, oh man, these cards are not that great, and how can I make this better? But you know, life isn't always peaches and cream, is it? We have to see some thunder and rain and lightning to see the blue sky. So we have to see the downs to see the ups. We're in the school of life here. It's not always amazing, but we do have the transition card as the Page of Wands, and this page brings news of creativity and passion, and you're excited. I just feel like this is around your work. I think some of you are really starting to get in the groove of things again. It's not like it left you, but it was definitely on hold, or felt like it was pushed down for some reason, or like things weren't moving as fast as you wanted to. I feel like that there's a new opportunity. Someone come to you that enjoys what you're doing and wants to work with you. or that you're getting ideas from someone. They're helping you formulate, let's just say, a class, a talk, a presentation, a business. You're birthing of something new. You're birthing of a new activity. You're possibly birthing a new baby. But I'm just saying, with this Ace of Swords, with new ideas, and you're putting work into it, you're amping up your your creativity and your message in life and who you are. I think you're feeling pretty good about yourself these last 2 weeks of November. Then we bring in these first 2 weeks of November, when this page is saying, yeah, I'm so passionate, man. I want to control destiny now. This magician controls his destiny. He's ready to make things happen. He or she. Remember, these cards are not gender specific. So this person has the Cup, which is for emotions, the Pentacle for taking care of body and finances, the Sword for being mindful, and the Wand for passion. So you're controlling this destiny. You also have the Hierophant card here. So you have 2 major arcana cards starting off November. I knew this was going to get interesting. They're both cloaked in red and white. This one more red, seems like more powerful. So as you're doing this and you have the infinity sign above you, you're also going to get the feeling, possibly, this could come in 2 different ways, but the feeling of, okay, no, wait a minute. Someone's, either yourself or society or a social structure, if you go to a church or you're in a spiritual group, or you're just getting the messages of, wait a minute, you need a little bit more information. You need a little bit more massaging it, learning. But this is a good card to come up, because you're creating. And how are you going to create if you can create from using this wand and holding it to the sky and receiving messages? And you're also going to receive messages from those here on earth, as well as maybe this represents your spirit guide or your guardian angel. I feel like more of a spirit guide. I'm just saying. So there's some structure that comes from, once you get these messages and you have this passion and all, there's going to be structure. And that's good, because when you formulate, you're going to need to use both the right brain and the left brain. Okay, now how can I implement this into success, abundance? The Hierophant card. Which sign does this represent? Which sign does the Hierophant card represent? Hold on, you guys. I want to take a look at this. And I'm sure some of you are probably not screaming at me, but going, I know. Let's see if it's also looking at, morals, conformity. So you need to conform to some new ways of thinking. Let's see. I know this card represents one of the signs, and I was hoping to look this up. But I was saying, when I saw this card face down, when it was like this, I said, this seems to me to be an important and interesting card for you guys. I feel like all this is great, and I feel like this is the preface to it all. This is going to be how you learn. It's symbolic of the teachings of mystery schools. So that's interesting too. So there may be some duality in interpreting this card. It may be social structure, but it also be mysterious and mystique. And I'm telling you, Jupiter is going into, I'm not telling you, you know this already. Jupiter just left the sign of Libra on the 10th. That was yesterday. And is now moved into the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio is all about mysticism. Scorpio's watery. Scorpio represents hidden agendas. So, and that they're not always bad, but there's going to be a lot of change in this next year, both for Scorpios, but for everyone, because Jupiter expands. So Jupiter's going to expand the unseen, the magical, the mysticism. I feel like this is important for you guys, Aquarius. You're going to be more open to things than you have been. New ideas, new formats, the unusual. All right, so let me look into crystal for a moment and see if there's anything else for Aquarius or mid. Lots of green. Lots of green. Interesting. It's a little bit lighter green than the heart chakra, but I do feel like it is owning your place in the world. I'm seeing five people or 5 opportunities. You may be part of an organization or part of a group of people where you all just get along great. There's a lot of interaction, tit for tat, maybe some comic relief when you're around these people. There may be also a lot of social or metaphysical awareness. I also, interesting, just got something on the flip side of what I've been feeling was so positive. I'm seeing police lights. So you guys just drive carefully. Don't speed. When you're going through school zones, slow down. And I saw these police lights at night. So just be careful. It doesn't have to be at night. I mean, school zones, of course, are during the day. But I'm just saying that drive carefully, drive safely. I'm not saying there's going to be a bad accident. I'm just saying you want to avoid getting tickets, right? We always want to avoid seeing those. Well, here in these states, they're red and blue. It's a terrible feeling. Fortunately, it hasn't happened for me in a long time, but it's an awful feeling. So be safe, be careful, okay? I do see, and that's just a minor little thing. Just make sure that you watch your driving. Stay safe. Give people other space. Stay behind them. Here in Austin, they put up the along the freeways these LED lights, and they say things like, be kind to your driving neighbor, don't stay far enough away. Don't rear in them. Don't be so close that if they stop that you'd be right on their tail. Okay. So with all that being said, I still feel like a very, very possibly positive for some of you guys. Now this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if these messages for some reason do not resonate with you, but you want to wait until, to me, this feels like this unfolds. So you want to watch this again towards at the end of the first week of November and see if this is starting to resonate for you. All right? But if it's not, watch always your moon and your rising anyway. Okay, friends, I'm going to add up the numbers. We have 1, and 8 is 9, 10, 11, and 5. 7 and 5 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. And 7 is about the hidden mysteries of life. People with 7 life paths, or you're born on the 7, you're very much the type of person who wants to know why, or the 25th, or the 16th, which is what this adds up to. So I'm interested, Aquarius, in your comments below. So please leave comments for me. I love them. I read every single one of them, and I try to get to as many as possible. So please, if you have time, please do that, and be sure to like and subscribe. It's interesting in the major arcana cards is the Tower card. And the Tower card is sudden changes, quick change, shocking changes. They also be what this is, you're needing this structure for. It's most often related to an external change, like to a job, a residence, a paradigm. It sometimes is a direct challenge to our perceptions and beliefs. But it can be a shot in the arm for a revelation. And I'm telling you guys, I feel like that's what it's going to do for you. So just, sometimes it's, on the very, very basic, well, that's not basic, but on the very, basic level of life, it can be divorce or, losing a job. But I feel like it's more like it's a revolution for you. Okay, but let me know in the comments below. You all, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't. Please remember to like if you like this video. And if you want your own personal private reading, look in the See More section below. And it will have the link to the page where you can order a reading. In this reading, you can ask questions, or I'll do a general reading for you of what's coming up for you. I'm just kind of thrilled by what I'm seeing for these particular readings from middle of November. I've done 3 now, and all 3 have been fascinating. So I want to leave you with that, Aquarius. Stay fascinated in life. Keep your mind open. Explore opportunities. All right? So be well, take care, and I will see you soon.